Hi, and welcome to this introductory video on using the SolarEdge CNI One platform. The CNI One platform has been specifically designed to allow system owners to better understand and monitor the performance of their PV system. This tutorial will cover the use of the Analysis tab, Digital Twin, Energy Board, Alerts tab, and the Report tool. Firstly, to gain access to the CNI One platform, please request access from your PV installer. The Energy Board is one of the most commonly viewed pages in the platform, as it provides clear, real-time data on how energy is flowing to and from the site. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the power flow diagram. This shows the key parts of the system: solar generation, site consumption, battery storage if installed, and also the grid if a SolarEdge energy meter has been installed. All this information is present in a single view. In the current scenario, the PV system is producing 2 kilowatts whilst the building only requires a small amount of power. In this circumstance, energy is being discharged from the battery to the grid for additional revenue whilst serving the building's needs. The Energy Board allows for power consumption to be analysed over different periods of time. It can be viewed either daily, weekly, monthly or yearly. Alternatively, you can view the total lifetime of the PV system or set a custom period for investigation. The Energy Board also allows for data to be directly downloaded in a CSV format by clicking Export to CSV. The Digital Twin is typically the second most commonly used view after the main system overview, reflecting how often users move from high-level monitoring to a deeper site inspection. The Digital Twin provides a visual, digital representation of the PV system directly connected to live operational data. It brings together the physical layout, the electrical configuration, and real-time performance into a single interactive view. The purpose of the Digital Twin is to help system owners understand the system performance in context. Rather than relying on alarms and data tables, it allows system owners to see where components are located, how they were connected, and how they were performing in that moment. The Digital Twin uses a 3D representation of the site, allowing the system to be viewed. Users can switch between the physical, logical, and electrical layouts depending on the area of focus. To access the 3D model, click 3D in the bottom right-hand corner and use the scroll button in the middle of the mouse to inspect the site in detail. Through the CNI One platform and the Digital Twin, allowing for proactive maintenance to occur. The electrical layout view shows the relationships between inverters, strings, and modules. This supports fault tracing, design validation, and a clearer understanding of how the electrical configuration influences the system behavior. The logical layout provides a single line diagram representation of 4 strings connected to inverter number 2, string 1, string 2, string 3, string 4. The performance of each string can be seen by clicking on the optimizer and viewing the inspection window. The serial number, optimizer type, panel type, and live measurement data is all available on this right-hand menu. Performance of the PV system can be assessed over a period of time, from daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly, of course over the lifetime, as well as custom windows. It's also possible to view the instantaneous power production of the optimizers using the Now tool. The Analysis tab allows for a deeper investigation of the PV's performance. In the standard view, information can be obtained on the performance of the site from an energy flow summary to a site yield, and also the state of charge of the battery system if installed. If EV chargers are installed, data on these devices can also be obtained. From power statistics to inverter production time and active power per Synergy unit. Of course, depending on the products installed at the site, information in this tab will change. And finally, if an import and export meter is installed on the site, information on how and when the site is consuming energy is also available for much deeper analysis on the performance of the assets on site. Individual performance of the strings can be assessed, as well as the Synergy units. Additionally, there are many inverter measurements that can be obtained, from current per phase right through to voltage per phase. Additional PV measurements like energy and power are also available in this tab. The Analysis tab provides an overview on the health of the system. In this example, there are no open alerts. However, custom date ranges can be selected to understand when alerts are opened and closed. Access to this tab will be dependent on the level of permissions granted by the installer. That is to say, not all users will have access to the Alerts tab. And finally, the Reports tab. This allows custom reports to be generated for the energy produced by the system, a site status report, a site commissioning report, an analysis on the difference in the performance of optimizers and modules in the array, and an inverter setting report. As with other tabs, custom windows can be interrogated and reports can be generated. We trust this information has been useful. Please reach out to SolarEdge or your installer if you have any further questions.